Now, Dean is a guy that I learned about years ago. I don't know, 15 years ago when I saw your infomercials, probably late night when I was probably sleeping on my sister's couch, watching, being sad for myself, seeing your commercials about real estate back then.
Yeah.
And you've been known as the real estate king for 21 plus years now.
Yeah.
You've done how much in business and real estate, but also in your educational business?
Yeah, between real estate and my brands and my companies broke $1 billion.
$1 billion in
Yeah.
sales, right?
In sales,
For everything
yeah.
you've done. It's
Yeah, I didn't get to
crazy.
keep all billion. It would have been nice, but you know.
Yeah, you spend a lot on marketing
Yeah,
and
of
that
course.
team and building everything.
Of course. And real estate, because real estate kind of saved my life. We all have our own story, but I was, I grew up without money and my parents went through some really tough times, and I just wanted a way to have control of my life.
Yeah.
It's like when your parents don't have money, they love me to death, but they couldn't come to games. They couldn't be nurturing. They were worried not to get evicted from the trailer park we lived in, right? So I just knew at a young age, like I wanted to get money out of the way. Like I just didn't want it to be that thing,
We were running in Puerto Rico in the morning 3 days ago, and you had said that. You said I wanted to get money out of the way. I wanted to not stress about money because it would solve all these other problems.
Right.
And it solved a lot of problems, but it doesn't solve everything, right?
No. And I think there's a balance. Like when people say money can't make you better, make you happy, I think that's not true.
It can.
It can, because if you think about this, I believe like alcohol and money are the same. All it does is magnify who you are. We know you have people you grew up with. They're kind of obnoxious, sober. If they drank, they were just complete idiots, right? Yeah. And then if there was somebody who was sad all the time, they'd drink, they'd cry, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with money. I think money gets to magnify who you are. I think in my life, and I'll talk back, I'll finish the loop on the question you asked me before, but I think back when money was no longer an issue, then I had to look internally and work on the things that I was hiding my whole life. I was hiding some things that happened when I was young. You and I talked about it when we were traveling. Like I hid the craziness that I dealt with my father. It was like a champagne bottle, and I just stuffed all the stuff in it, and like it was waiting to explode. And when money was out of the way and I didn't have to worry about paying the bills or paying the mortgage, I went deep internally, and then I found the things I really love to do. I get to coach Little League. I get to coach baseball. I get to have a nutritionist. I get to eat better. I get to obsess on personal growth. I go to counseling. I go to masterminds like we did this weekend so I can grow as a human. When you're worried about money, you can't do those things. You're just trying to keep up. So
just trying to survive.
And I'm not trying to say, oh, snap your fingers, you can make money overnight. I'm just saying, don't make money the enemy, because if you have a problem and you can cut a check for that problem, you no longer have that problem. Right?
You have other problems.
You have other problems, but it takes away all of those. So at least now there's space in your life to focus on the stuff that really will allow us at the end of our life to go, thank God I fixed that.
Right.
Why
do so many people make money the enemy?
First of all, like I think about that all the time. I think as we grow up, a lot of the movies we watched as a kid, it's like the guy with the money on the hill was the villain, right?
Yeah.
And I was on a boat with Richard Branson. On the only reason it's not because I'm really cool. It's because I helped raise $1 million for his charity, and for Virgin Unite, he invited me down to his island, and he saw that I got up at 5. He got up at 5, so he said, "Hey, tomorrow when you get up, let's sail." He's like, "You know how to sail?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I had no idea. He's like, "Grab the F line." I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. Just tell me what to do."
Yeah.
But one thing he said, and it helped me a lot with money. I said, "I feel like I should be giving back more." And he said,
You said that, or
I said that to him. I said, should I, donate more of my time? He said, well, the way I look at it is different. You were given a gift to know how to generate revenue. He said, and this is something that I'm paraphrasing, but this I'll remember it forever. And it really shifted my mindset on money. He said, you could go to a charity, or you go to a soup kitchen, and you could work there for 3 days, and that'd be wonderful. I know they need help. Or you could swing by there one day and drop off a check for $50,000. The second one, that's what you were given that gift. Go make the 50. He goes, I was given a gift to know how to start and run companies. Now at this phase of my life, I'm giving most of it all away, but that's my gift. And it kind of made me realize is like, I took the brakes off. It's like, make as much as I want. I can give it all away. I can, we just got done feeding 5 million. We just passed 5 million meals provided through Feeding America. We got all kinds of charities. Like now I have this like no limits, like, because money has allowed me to retire my parents. My money's allowed me to make it so my kids don't have to worry about their future. Not raise entitled brats, but I don't have to worry about their future.
Yeah.
I get to be in better shape. If my fiance needs something, my mom needs something, my dad needs something, I can cut a check for those problems. and I can help with charity. So for me, it's like there's no limit. I want to just keep impacting lives and making money.
How can people shift the perspective as money is this bad thing? What's the quickest way for them to, if they've been conditioned with a belief for decades that money is the evil, or the money doesn't solve your problems, or how does someone, what's a perspective shift for people to understand like this really?
Yeah, that's a really good question. One of the things I think, because I've asked this question on stage to tens of thousands of people through the years, and then I ask them to raise their hand if it's this. And one that I never thought of was people feel in this like intuitively somehow that if they're making money, they're actually taking it away from someone else.
Wow.
And that's like, I don't know if any, like, and as I say that, so many people right now are going, wow, I feel that way. Like if I'm getting wealthy, I'm hurting someone else. Or if I'm getting wealthy, oh my God, there's so many people starving in different third world countries. And it's, the fact of the matter is there's always the same amount of money in the world. Money is either flowing away from you or money's flowing towards you. And I just want to position myself in a place where money's flowing towards me, and then I have the ability to give it away. Because if you really think about this, when you make money, I would bet the majority of the world, not someone selfish, which is a rare thing, and I doubt someone really selfish would be listening to you, Lewis, is when you make money, what do? You end up hiring someone to do your lawn because you're making money. You could do that. You send out your dry cleaning. You go out to dinner more. You buy a bigger house. You buy more furniture. When you make money, you actually flourish the economy in your home, and then you flourish the economy around you. So, like, I just have this philosophy of, like, if I want to help the economy, if I want to help the environment, if I want to help the people I love, I make money and I get to help the economy, help the environment, help the people that need it. And I just change that belief because, again, if you make money to, sell drugs, or if you make money to promote gambling, like that's evil, that's bad. It's really just the byproduct. And in most cases, more money, the byproduct of more money is positive impact. Right? I mean, why is America, such a lead in finding cures, in finding technology? Because a lot of the companies and money flow here to solve those problems. But America's also the biggest contributor to charities around the world. I mean, look what Bill Gates did. So I just found a way, and I'd encourage everybody listening, find a way to just change that. Whatever story you're telling yourself, it's most likely a lie. It's a story that someone else gave you. We know all this. I'm not sharing anything you don't know, but just prove that it's wrong. Go find wealthy people who've made a massive impact. Because the last thing I'll say about money, I know we didn't plan on getting this, but I feel like we have a dysfunctional relationship with money. Like if you're the therapist, the therapist is sitting a third party over here, like where your candle is, and your money, and I'm the patient. It's like, I think we're saying, like, if they're looking at us like a relationship, you're saying, money, I don't like you. I think you're evil. I think you're wrong. But simultaneously, I'm always stressed about money, and I want more of it, and I want to be able to help people. And
I feel like I never have enough.
And I never have enough, right? So it's like, it's the push and pull. It's like a dysfunctional relationship. And I think if you have any hesitation around money, it's time to fix that relationship.
Wow.
And then, I've had people write down 5 things they would do when they made more money, and 5 problems that more money would solve. And most of the time people write, I'd make sure my mom was okay. I would take care of my health. And none of them on the list is buy the Lambo, the new watch, and be, selfish, or or buy, have more carbon emission. Like nobody writes negativity. They write all impactful stuff for other people. And the last thing I'll say is this, and I've been using this analogy for myself for years, Lewis, is I look at when you first get on a plane, you know how they say if the oxygen mask drop, put yours on first, and then help if you have a child with you, right? I look at that with money. Is when I put my oxygen mask on, when I'm secure, if you're listening right now, if you get confidence, if you have control of your life, if you have financial security, as soon as you feel stable, what happens every single time is you start putting oxygen masks on. When I was 26, I retired my mom. When I was 33, I retired my dad. Both of them worked their butts off to make nothing. I put oxygen masks on my mom and my dad. I helped my nephews go to college. I paid off debt for people that I cared about that it was crippling them with stress. I was able to help my stepdad when he needed surgery and they needed $40,000 immediately. So I just realized if I get secure and I obsess on making it, I don't have to hold it and hoard it and be this bad human. I can be a human that solves problems, puts oxygen masks on other people.